going to try to start off calm. Okay? I'm going to try. So I want to say this. There's a couple things I normally try to do with these reviews. Number one, I don't always succeed, I try to avoid profanity, because I know I have a lot of young people on my Facebook. So on the off chance they watch these, I try to, keep it fairly PG. I slip up sometimes, but that's all right. I also try to avoid, spoilers. I try not to, give away big plot points and everything so that people can experience films for themselves. I want to say this out front because I want you to be aware. Probably both of those rules are going out the window on this one. This was one of the worst things I have seen in a long time. There's two nice things I can say about this movie. Number one is that technically it fulfills its promise. It is, in fact, technically a movie. It has moving pictures some of the time. The only other good thing I can say about this movie is that it at least gave me plenty of fodder for all these Mystery Science Theater quotes I've been keeping in my head for 20, 30 years. Oh my God. This thing is an abomination of God and nature. It is everything wrong with independent movies. There's so much bad about this fucking film. Okay? It is so... say what you want about Ben Affleck as an actor. Say what you want about his Daredevil Geely period. Alright? It's fine. But you know what? At least he fucking tries. Okay? Even at his worst. At least he's up there trying. His brother in the... Oh my God! This movie is... He's like... It's not actually Casey Affleck. It's a Casey Affleck robot. He makes no expressions. No expressions. This movie is like 2 hours long, and it feels like... I don't know what year it is. Has man finally colonized the moon? For how long I was in there? You know what I want to do with this movie? You know what I want to do with this fucking movie? I want to bring all the kids I direct to see this movie. I want to bring the entire Much Ado About Nothing cast to see this movie and say, you see that? That is what happens when you don't have cue pickup! That is what happens when you don't come in after another person's line and you just leave it hanging. The pauses in this movie! The pauses! You could drive a Mack truck through the pauses! You want to stay for dinner? No. Okay. What the fuck? Say something! Say a line! It felt like watching a Chekhov play. At some point, you're just like, will somebody throw a pie so something fucking happens? Jesus God! It became a game with me. I began counting how long the pauses was. There was a pause in this movie, lasted for 10 seconds. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but anybody who's been on stage will tell you that there is a disconnect between the time on stage that you feel as a performer and the time that the audience feels. 2 seconds to you feels like 2 minutes to them. This was like There are moments in this when you legitimately wonder, did the director just not say cut? What it feels like, this is what this movie feels like. It feels like the director was like, all right, guys, all right, we've got this 10-minute script, but that's not going to be a feature film. We gotta pad this out. How can we pad this out? What can we do? Mickey, Johnny, take the camera out around the Boston area and just film shit. Just film anything. Birds flying, seagulls, landscapes, just film it. Film anything. If you see something, film it. We'll put it in. Okay, that'll get us up to an hour. What else do we do? Pauses. Lots and lots of pauses. Pause everywhere. Pause for everything. There's legitimately times I feel like the director forgot to say cut, because you feel like the actors are like, okay. There's a scene. This is where spoiler word. So, in this film, which flashes backwards and forwards in time, and doesn't give you any indication which is which, so you're like, where the hell are we now? Casey Affleck's family, his kids, die in a fire. Alright? And his wife is freaking out. So, they freaking load his wife onto a gurney to take her to the hospital. And the guys working the gurney are like trying to get her into the back of the ambulance, and they can't close the legs. Like, they keep bopping it into the back of the truck. And you're like, is this a comedy? Is this supposed to be funny right now? Was this what you were going for? And I don't know which is worse, because it's either A, that's what the director was going for, in which case, why the hell would you go for this right there? Why would you go for this weird comedic moment? Or it was, they just filmed it, the actual actors couldn't close the legs, and they just left it in. Just left it there. Just left it. Why would you do that? Why? Explain this to me. You could have gone back and reshot it, or, here's a funny notion, you could have cut that out. We didn't have to see that. My powers of deduction are good enough that I could assume that when I see them wheeling the woman up to the ambulance, that they're going to get her inside it. I don't need to actually see it happen. But no, that would have taken 10 seconds off of their goddamn bloated film. Can't do that. And, the music. There's long stretches. So after this part where, the house burns down, there's a scene where he's at the police station explaining what happened and how it was his fault. And this really overly dramatic music is just swelling and swelling through the whole scene of the house burning down and them carting his wife off, and the Three Stooges comedy routine of not being able to get the gurney into the damn ambulance. There's this music, and it's swelling, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and you're starting to think, is he about to sing opera? Is Pagliacci about to come out? Is he just gonna be like, oh, fucking God. And there are so many scenes in this film that go nowhere, that do nothing. They're silent scenes of people doing shit. Your everyday annoyances should not be filmed. There's a scene where Casey Affleck comes in, he takes a frozen dinner, he puts it in the microwave, he programs the microwave, closes it, the microwave starts, he watches it spin, and it cuts to another scene. Why did we need that? Why was that there? Am I missing something? Was there some deeper meaning about the dinner he prepared? About the fact he was putting it in the microwave? About the fact that he put it in for 2 minutes? What the hell did we need that scene for? Explain this to me! And here's the kicker. And it's like 2 Mystery Science Theater quotes rolled up in one. Alright? So, 3 actually, because all the way through the movie you're just sitting there mentally screaming, END! END! And then it finally ends, and it just fucking ends! Nothing's wrapped up, there's no conclusion, they're out there fishing, and the screen goes black, and that's it! you're like, oh, so you want to end your movie like that? Okay, get bent. And then, like, they play again this really operatic, cheesy music over more shots paid for by the Massachusetts Board of Tourism to show all this beautiful scenery. And then the music runs out, the images run out, and the rest of the credits just run over this black screen. No sound. It's like something out of a Coleman Francis film. And you're just sitting there going, quietly, dismally, the credits roll on. Oh, folks, I had such high hopes for this. Such high hopes. You see the trailer, and you're thinking, okay, this feels like kind of a long-awaited, I don't know what the right term is, but kind of this generation's Good Will Hunting. You know? Like the spiritual torch carrier of Good Will Hunting. One of my all-time favorite movies. And you think, wow, this looks like something that we need right now. We need a real human story. We need a story about people connecting and you know, overcoming things. Or not. I mean, you don't always have to win the battle, but you know, the fight is what's important. And that is what we get. And what makes this even worse, what makes this a billion times worse, is there are moments, small moments, where it looks like there's a good performance or a good movie hidden amongst all of this padding. And you start thinking, okay, the characters are actually picking up their cues. They're actually, you know, dialogue's happening. All right, connections are forming. Good. Now the film's going to pick up. Nope, once that happens, it's back to the padding. There's one really good scene in this. I saw it with my friend Elizabeth. She didn't like this scene, but I do. Where Casey Affleck meets Michelle Williams, who was his wife, you know, in the flashbacks where their kids died and all that. And they had like what felt like, I don't know if it was an improv scene because it doesn't seem like there was any dialogue or any kind of written up, but it felt like there was actual human emotion going on. They were actually, you could feel, you know, the heart kind of ripping apart inside both of them. And you're sitting there going, okay, if the movie had been building up to this, if the movie had, you know, done this or give us a character that we had any kind of emotion for. And I get what they're trying to go for. It's not one of those, oh, he just didn't get it. No, I got it. They're trying to show us that Casey Affleck is dead inside and the world has lost its luster and he's just kind of going through life. Excuse me. You know, and he can't, he's just walking to his grave. I get all of it. But that doesn't mean it's done well. Oh, and here's another weird thing. In my long-standing list of actors who are in movies, and you're like, why are they in movies? Why are they in this movie? Matthew Broderick has like an incandescent cameo in this for like a second. And you're like, why was Matthew Broderick just here? And they reveal him in a way that you're supposed to go, you're obviously supposed to go, oh, hey, Matthew Broderick's here. But it's like, why? Why him? Why now? Why me? Oh, dear God, folks. Oh, this movie has sucked the life and the joy out of me. And what's even sadder is that this movie is like the perfect metaphor for my week. Just a long slog where you feel like you're trying to accomplish something, and in the end you look around and go, did I actually do anything? Did anything good come of any of this? You know? So, to conclude, and even though I'm not home yet, I feel like I must try to wrap this one up, because I feel like if I go on like this, I'm going to give myself an aneurysm. To conclude, I do not care what every other critic on the planet says. I don't care about the list of pretentious, snobby foreign film festivals they say this movie was just the darling of. Of course it was, because all the other pretentious, snobby people were there going, oh my goodness, the way they pause, the way they refuse to act, the way that they keep cutting around and showing the little inconveniences of life. Oh my goodness, it's so deep, it's so lovely. Of course they fucking loved it. But folks, let me tell you, this movie, unless you are a fan of Mystery Science Theater, unless you, like myself, like my friend Matt, know the quotes and the lines from every episode of MST3K and can now fit them perfectly into this film as if it was written for them, then you will get no damn joy from this. This film was atrocious. And what makes it worse is that I was looking forward to it. I thought this was going to be one of those films that was going to move me. That I was going to feel something like I did when I saw Good Will Hunting all those years ago. And like I still feel when I watch Good Will Hunting today. So folks, this is a time when you know how you have certain friends that look at you and go, oh, you don't like independent films? Well, you're just brainwashed by the Hollywood blah 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 blah. Well, you know what? This is the film to look at and go, you know what, you pretentious fuck? Give me, yes, I'm gonna say it, give me all the fucking CGI explosions in the world there are. Give me the recycled plots of Jurassic World. Give me the crappy CG of Jurassic World. Give me the unbelievably convoluted, missing the point filmmaking of the DC cinematic universe. Give me all of it. I will take every single one of them over this pretentious, drawn out, go nowhere, high school fucking movie. Okay? It's crap. I can't say it anymore. It's crap, crap, crap. I want bad things to happen to the people who made this. I legitimately do. It is a terrible thing. You know what? I'm not going to even say that. That's too terrible. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go that far. But I want bad things to happen. I want these people's license to act revoked. I want whoever this director is, to never make another goddamn movie. It's crap. It's crap. It's crap. I don't just want you to not go to this movie. I want you to go to this movie and spit at the poster. Just go in the theater and spit on it. Please. That's what I want. That's my call to arms. Anyway. So, calming down, trying. So, I'm sad to say this may be the final drive home review of the year. I'm sincerely hoping not. After seeing that, I may scour the thing and maybe try to go see another one on Saturday or something if I'm feeling up to it. I've been sick all week, so maybe that's not helping. But I gotta cleanse the palate after this. But there's a chance I might not. It's a chance this could be the last one for the year. My parents are coming into town on Wednesday for the holidays, so I'm looking forward to that. The only downside to it for these is that we don't go to many movies during the Christmas season. So I'm not going to be able to review Rogue One until January because my mother hates Star Wars movies and just won't sit through them. And even so, I'm here to see them. I don't care, movies come and go, and I want to see my parents. But so anyway, the point is that this could be the last one of these I do for a little while. if that is the case, I want to wish everybody out there who has watched these and has enjoyed them throughout this kind of inaugural year of Drive Home Reviews, I want to say thank you. I know I got some dedicated viewers out there, some friends who really enjoy these. So people like Amanda and Dan and Liz and Elizabeth and the Feenies, and everybody else. I know there are there's some people who always get comments on these. I want to say thank you for all that, and everybody who watches these, thank you. And I'm going to keep doing them. I love doing this. It's fun for me, even if nobody watches. I enjoy doing it. But I want to wish everybody the very best in the holiday year, in the holiday season, the holiday season. I hope whatever you celebrate, I hope it's good. I hope it's wonderful. I hope it's filled with love and joy and all that wonderful things. I know for a lot of people, 2016 sucked. I think it sucked towards the end, but I can't say it was a bad year for me. Some really good things happened. So I can't kind of jump on the total bandwagon, but I kind of know where everybody's coming from. We're not going to talk about it, but you know what I'm saying. So here's hoping that 2017 brings some hope back, and that we can all kind of push forward and go into this new year with optimism. That's coming from me, guys. That's coming from me. I've got some other stuff planned, even if I don't do some reviews, but there's some stuff I want to do in the interim. For instance, if you do a review show, I don't even know if I can call this a show. Can I? I guess so. That sounds really, cocky. It's my show. It's a guy talking to his laptop while he drives, which, safe. So anyway, if you do a review show and you review movies, you're kind of obligated by law to do a best and worst of towards the end of the year. So I'm planning on doing that. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it just yet, but I do want to do a best and worst of list. I've also got another video I'm working on that'll hopefully come out either later this month, or maybe I'll wait till January to see hopefully I won't have to update it again, and when you see it you'll understand for multiple reasons why I really hope I don't have to update it again. But anyway, just in case this is the last one of the year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Crazy Kwanzaa, Tip Top Tesh, silent, dignified Ramadan, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's wonderful. I hope it's beautiful. I hope it's full of love. And thank you so much for joining me at the movies this year. And I look forward to doing this again with y'all in 2017. So from me to you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, drive safe, and I'll see you at the movies.